Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi guys, my name is FITRI. I'm from Group 6, and today we are gonna talk about financial reporting, sole proprietorship, and this is my group presentation. So guys, for the table of content, we are gonna talk about introduction, company background, classification of business, characteristic of the business item, fifth, recording process, strength and weakness, and lastly, conclusion. So guys, as you guys know, this is my team members, me, myself, FITRI bin ADIEF, and we have Muhammad FARIS bin Muhammad FUAD, we have Muhammad AFIQ bin BAHARUDIN, we have also Muhammad HARIZ bin Muhammad POWDZI, and lastly, we have Muhammad SHAMIDARWISY bin Muhammad SHAHROM. So guys, for the introduction, as the task given of conducting and researching into how a certain business uses accounting principle and how the owner relates them to her business for the purpose to generate financial position statement. As a result, we choose Inas Bakery as our research for Project 1. For your information, Inas Bakery is a sole proprietorship and she runs a pastry business. This company offered many types of dessert that had been handmade by herself, such as we have churros, cake batik, cream puff, pudding caramel, and many more. Our goal is to learn how the business are established, and we also want to know the background of the company, which is include the identity of the owner, the sort of business, and lastly, the company's quality. Next, for the business background, this business is started in 2019, right before COVID-19. Norazlina binti Agani, who is 49 years old woman and also the owner of Inas Bakery. She decided to involve in this type of business because she wants to help her husband to generate more income and give what their children needs. To begin her business, she doesn't take any loans or money lending from anybody. Her husband gave her a model 1,000 to run her business. Right after she got the money, she bought herself an asset, which is 3 ovens and 1 chiller. This is because she wants to make more dessert in one time fastly and efficiently. What we have been told, she will wake up at 3 a.m. every day to make dessert and send it to the store that has been deal with her and the owner of the kiosk.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad SHAMIDARWISY bin Muhammad SHAHROM. Welcome to my presentation on the characteristic of business by Ina Bakery. Let's look at it together. Firstly, we will look at about the ownership for Ina Bakery. Ina Bakery is a sole proprietorship. You know what is sole proprietorship? A sole proprietorship is a business owned only by one individual. The owner for the Ina Bakery is Puan Norazlina binti Abdul Ghani. Next, we will look at about the business registration. Ina Bakery has been registered under the Business Registration Act 1956 and has received approval from Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia (SSM). For the capital, the owner start the business with an initial capital of the 1,000 ringgit to purchase necessities such as raw material and some asset like a mixing machine. Additionally, she optioned capital from her employees provident fund KWSP to purchase the asset such as oven, chiller, and other essential items. Furthermore, she brought in personal asset, including her home, to support the business. For the liability for Ina Bakery is unlimited liability, meaning the owner is personally responsible for the debit of the business. For the profit and loss are borne by the owner. And lastly, for the book of account, regarding the book of account, there is no legal obligation to maintain comprehensive record or prepare formal account for a sole proprietorship.
Next, for the business classification, we can say that Inas bakery items can be classified into 5 main categories in accounting, which is asset, liabilities, owner's equity, revenues, and expenses. For this classification, we'll be going through one by one. So, the first one that we'll be going through is to identify the assets. Assets in this business are divided into two types, which is current assets and non-current assets. For current assets, Inas Bakery has cash in hand and also cash in bank. While for non-current assets in this business are physical assets that used in the business operation. For example, oven, motor vehicle, chiller, bakery equipment such as trays and knife. Next, for the liabilities, from the interview, the owner said that this business not have any liabilities because the business only conduct in cash. After that, we'll be going through the owner's equity. For the capital, Inas Bakery obtained the initial money right through her husband and some of her money from Employees Provident Fund, which is EPF. While for the drawing, the owners always drawing some of the bakery's product or items for her personal use. Next, for the revenues, Inas Bakery gained the revenues through their sales of products. This business may earn between 90 ringgit to 110 ringgit per day just by sending it to the stall and vendor. For additional, it will based on how many customers that order from her. From the interview, the owner said that she will get 5 orders in one day and get around 200 ringgit in additional. The last one is expenses. The owner have been shared 2 expenses that she was expensed. The first one is cost of goods. It is include raw material and production cost. The second one is utilities expenses such as electricity and water bills.
This one is the recording process. The first one is the introduction to the accounting cycle. The accounting cycle refers to the process of identifying, analyzing and recording the business inflow and outflow accounting events. There are 2 types of accounting records, which is a single entry and double entry. We can see by the name, its single entry is much simpler method, which work better for a small company. The double entry method is more complex and hard because it requires 2 entries, 1 debit and 1 credit for every transaction a business make. Next one is the transaction. Transactions are the foundation of accounting record. They track all business activities, including purchases, sales, and depreciation. For Inas Bakery, the primary mode of transaction is cash-based, which makes it simple and direct. Number 3, source document. Source document from the paper trail of financial transaction are essential for accurate accounting. In Inas Bakery, most customer payments are handled via online transfer. This method ensures that all funds go directly into the bank, reducing the need for physical cash handling. Number 4, journal. Journal is a record of all financial transactions, whether in a physical book or digital format. It captures details like expenses, income, and affected accounts. Journals serve as a key tool for audits and the preparation for the general ledger. In Inas Bakery, Mrs. Norazina Begani employs a single tree bookkeeping method. She records daily sales and money profits in a single book and manually tracks cash inflow and outflow. However, she has chosen not to disclose her business records. The owner used only one book to record all the inflow daily sales, and the owner did record her outflow every day, but she will record it whenever she buy the ingredients and groceries.
Hi, my name is Faris bin FUAD, and today I will talk about the strengths in Inas Bakery. So the first point, which is a cash-based transaction. Inas Bakery primarily uses cash for its transaction. This is make it easier for the owner, which is Inas, to track the expenses and income, ensuring a smooth cash flow without any delay by the on digital payment. For the second point, we will talk about the frequent bank withdrawal. The owner regularly withdraw, which is INA regularly withdraw the money to purchase a necessary supply for a daily operation. This is to ensure there's always enough money cash on hand to run a business effectively. For the third point, which is a strong liquidity. This bakery consistently maintain a good cash reserve. This means INA bakery has always had enough money, which is cash, available to cover immediate expenses and meet operation need without any interruption. For the second point, user-friendly online payment. Online payment is the most common thing in this era. INA bakery provide an online payment option for a customer to place order digitally by GrabFood or Foodpanda. This is at a convenience for the customer as they can pay easily via online transfer rather than needing a cash. For example, it's me. I am the most person using an online transfer rather than a cash. The second point, which is a convenience for the modern customer. With a fewer people relying on cash in today's world, offering an online transfer is very common and meets the expectation of a modern consumer. This has made it alive with the changing trend and make the bakery more accessible to the broad of customer base. For the third point, we'll talk about the affordable and simple business structure. INA bakery is a operation as a sole proprietorship. This is mean the owner has a completely control all over aspect from the business, from a finance to the operation, and without needing to consultation by a partner or shareholder. For the second point, as the sole decision maker, the owner can make a quick independent choice without external interface. This is avoid complication in a disagreement and or delay, often seen in a business with a multi-stakeholder, so the INA can make a quick decision without thinking other people. So this slide, we will talk about the weakness for INA bakery. So there's the 3 point INA bakery, which is the weakness on INA bakery. For the first point, we will talk about the high competition. INA bakery is located in Shah Alam, which is a amenities cafe operation within a 1 kilometer radius. This high level of competition reduce the sale and profit, making it harder for the business to grow, which is the demand it's quite low and the offer it's quite high. It's because it's located in the main extraction or a main city. For the second weakness, we'll talk about lack of promotion. The bakery does not have an online presence or does not use a social media to attract a customer. By creating an account on platform like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, INA bakery can promote its dessert, attract more customer, and increase the revenue. The INA bakery always rely on the customer who saw the banner without using a social media or any internet platform. For the third point, we'll talk about the for financial management. The INA bakery, which is INA, the owner of the bakery doesn't use a proper accounting, and the owner has limited knowledge about the basic accounting. To address this, the owner can attend the short class or seek any professional help to implement a proper system. This will improve financial management and support the bakery growth and see the loss or profit.
In conclusion, applying an accounting process in the business activity is important to make sure the inflow and outflow money is in the right way. Keeping the accounting report up to date is also important because once it's not organized well, it will make the business lose many profits. From what we can see, we can conclude in the 2 things. First, Mrs. Norazina must give more effort on her promotion. As we all know, Mrs. Norazina is a small trader. She can't make her business growth like that ordered by her some friends and her neighbors. She should give more effort, such as making a social media for her business. Second, she must do a financial control. In our opinion, INA's bakery should take note about these things. Keeping all the data manually in one book can be a big mistake once it's not organized well. So our suggestion to Mrs. Norazlina is to make sure her journal is be more systematic than before. So guys, that's all from me and my team for presenting about financial reporting for sole proprietorship. And yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you.